Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hey everyone, this is Sam Mowers here, and welcome to episode 462 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, CP has joined the TradeLens blockchain shipping platform. ETHE is the first company to complete the TSX Sandbox program, and Grayscale Ethereum Trust has become an SEC reporting company. But just before we dive into today's show, a quick reminder that if you enjoyed this podcast, please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And while you're at it, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com, such as the Clean Tech and Climate Change podcast or the Cannabis Podcast, both of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. Alright, so Bitcoin has continued its rally from last week, the beginning of which was widely attributed to news that Square, which trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol SQ, had purchased $50 million worth of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has seen an uptick this morning to a present trading price of about $11,470. That's according to data from CoinMarketCap, and a reminder Bitcoin had entered the rally with the trading price of around $10,600 on Thursday last week. Canadian Pacific Railway Limited, or CP for short, which trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol CP, has recently joined blockchain-based shipping platform TradeLens. According to the press release, the TradeLens Open API platform will help CP intermodal shippers create, amend, and share documents with other supply chain participants, including consignees, beneficial cargo owners, custom agencies, dray operators, and steamship lines. Mike Redeker, CP's Vice President and Chief Information Officer, commented, quote, CP is pleased to join TradeLens as part of its efforts to improve the customer experience through technological innovation. Global shipping is a profoundly complex business, and TradeLens is improving the information sharing processes that support the industry. CP is always innovating for the benefit of its customers, and joining TradeLens is an example of that innovation. End quote. Hut 8 Mining Corp., which trades on the TSX under the ticker symbol HUT or HUT, has announced that it is the first TSX-listed issuer to complete the TSX Sandbox program. This comes just 1 year after it became the first issuer to be listed to the TSX via the TSX Sandbox. The company's interim CEO, Jimmy Vaiopoulos, said, quote, we're excited to work alongside the TSX to find innovative paths forward in the public markets for emerging industries such as the blockchain and Bitcoin mining space. Being listed on the TSX holds Hut 8 to the highest standard of governance and disclosure requirements, which directly benefits our investors. End quote. Digital currency asset manager Grayscale Investments has reported that its Grayscale Ethereum Trust, which trades on the OTC under the ticker symbol ETHE, has become a reporting company for the U.S. Securities and Exchanges Commission, the SEC. This follows news from January this year that the company's Bitcoin Trust, its Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which trades on the OTC under the ticker symbol GBTC, had become an SEC reporting company. A report from CoinDesk on the story quotes Grayscale's managing director, Michael Sonnenschein, on the news, quote, we're seeing interest from investors who have become more comfortable with digital currencies through Bitcoin exposure and are now looking at how else they can diversify within the asset class. End quote. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss in investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio.com, and Google Play Music.